Hi, and welcome back to our last episode in Chapter 1 of the Blackthorne Bridge Club. The Blackthorne Bridge Club is a group of role players venturing into the world of Call of Cthulhu. Chapter 1 is a bespoke story, one-shot playthrough broken up into 3 episodes. We pick up after the frog plague in the building and the investigators are about to receive a most interesting invitation. Call of Cthulhu is a trademark of Chaosium Incorporated, and we use the atmospheric music provided by Graham Plowman of the Cthulhu Mythos music fame, which is available on YouTube. For now, enjoy. So what are you doing? So Frank's saying, please just go back to your apartments.
I'm going to take a frog.
You're going to take a frog?
Yeah, or not.
All right.
They just look like normal frogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, you said they were falling. Were they falling from a vent or just like...
It was dark, you can't tell. Yeah, you
How
can't.
many? Like you said, hundreds of them or like a
Well, there's a
couple?
lot. Yeah, you've got a torch and you're trying to look. It's... All right, so we resume. Frogs on the floor, frogs around. Frank telling you, go back to your apartments.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take a frog. I've got a jar inside, and some holes in it, put the frog in it, so it's going to be fine.
The lights are still out at this
Yep.
stage. I assume like the electrical stuff's down in the basement. I'm going to the basement. I don't care what he says. I'm a cop.
All right, well,
He can't stop me.
he tries to convince you otherwise, but you want to go down the basement, so you go down the basement.
I'm not going down the basement. Going
No.
back to my room.
Go back to the apartment.
Back to your apartment.
Yeah, well, let's go back to the apartment and work out a plan.
All right. So you guys go back. You go down to the basement, walk down the stairs into the sort of residence common room. There's some idiot's piled a whole pile of gramophones in a corner.
I'm heading for the fuse box. Or...
Yeah, you go. It's stuck in a
Yeah,
cupboard
yeah,
by the
or-
base of the stairs. You look at it.
Let's see what
Reading's fine.
little statues are.
Actually, it looks like someone's pulled the fuses out.
True.
There we go. So I've pulled all the fuses out.
pick that
Are they there? Like
Yes.
The fuses are there, so I can put them back in
Yes.
safely.
Yes.
Oh, I'll put them back in. And
All right. So you put them back
Flick
in.
the switch.
In typical 1920 style, all the lights slowly come back on as you put those fuses back in.
Is Frank there with me or
No.
did he not? So he didn't even check the fuses when the power was out.
Well, you ask yourself, I'm not an electrician. I'm a building supervisor.
Oh my god. Is there anything else unusual down there that I can see? Is there
No,
frogs down there? Does it
no,
look like
no frogs down there.
No sign of frogs?
No sign of frogs.
What
I
time
guess
of
I'll
the night is
go
this?
back up to the apartment then.
We're still playing cards and stuff, so
Yeah.
it's going to be that way.
So like 9 o'clock.
9
maybe.
o'clock. Do we want to go up to level 6?
Who's on level 6? Is that where we had dinner?
Level 6 is closed off.
Oh, is it?
Level 6, they never managed to fix up, so they've actually just sealed level 6 off completely.
How have they sealed it on?
How do you get to level 7?
Well, you've got elevators, and you've got
Okay.
the stairwell, which goes up as well.
So is it just a locked door or what's...
Well, you've never bothered to investigate.
Let's
We'll
go
go
up
and
this-
investigate.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can pick it or something.
Okay.
You can just kick it down, Dad.
Well, I suppose it's official police business. So is there
Surely
frogs
Frank's got a
on
fit.
the other floors?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Frank's there sort of trying to like scoop them up and put them in buckets and everything else. He's not really enjoying it very much, by the way.
I don't imagine he is. I'll turn the lights on for you to make your job easier at least.
So did you put them out? Is it your fault, Paul? Did you put
No, I put them back in. Somebody else took them out.
Well, how did you know to put them back in?
Because it's a fuse box. Where else would you look?
Good point. Okay, so he goes back to shoveling up.
Detective school, you know.
Yes.
So the frogs are only in the corridors, they're not in the apartments?
Fuse box 101. Yeah. So are we going up by
Alright, let's
stairs
go
or
up the
elevator?
stairs.
Yeah, up.
And
So you're going up the stairs to the 6th floor.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you go up there. Door's locked.
Alright, can I pick it?
I don't know. Can you pick it?
I don't know, do I have like a detective skeleton key or
I've
something?
got locksmith 1%.
Oh, I'll search for hidden anything.
Well, let's do a spot hidden.
That's 29, so that's a good.
No, nothing's hidden. Door's pretty obvious and it's pretty obviously locked.
Is there lock picking?
Do
There's
locksmith.
locksmith.
Do locksmith.
Locksmith. Yeah, no percent at all.
Yeah, everyone's got at least 1%.
Oh,
I've got 1%. Try
that's
for
it.
one. I'll try
Not just
for
fucking.
Oh, 1%. Oh, God.
Oh no, 5.
Mine's 0.01. Oh, no, worry.
I was gonna say,
Can you keep it?
let me have a look at it.
Okay.
How sturdy does this door look? It's just a normal
Pretty
door.
strong. So no?
No,
Okay.
What about
99.
the elevator? We get it and stop it.
In fact, as you're looking at it, you sort of break off something in the
Was
lights.
there like a crowbar in the basement or something like it used to give me the door?
Oh, I'm sure you can find something.
Or maybe then the parts of the gramophone.
I'll try and leave at the door somehow.
Okay, so...
Let's stick it.
Alright, so
Lock is
you're trying to
in shit.
force the door open. Let's
Oh,
do it.
actually, I'll just go and ask the supervisor if he's got the key.
Oh, he's not going to let you.
I'm a cop.
Okay.
He refuses because it was, in fact, the council and the fire department which said no one was allowed to go on that floor because of the chemical leak.
Chemical.
Now, how many years ago is this?
Yeah, a long time ago, but still, they haven't allowed anyone on there. And until they tell me otherwise, Paul, I'm sorry, you're going to have to get the chief down here.
Chief? The fire chief or the police chief?
Either chief,
Yes.
and I'm not taking responsibility for it, but you can.
Well, I'll take responsibility for
No,
that.
you can't. You're not authorised. One of the chiefs need to.
Oh, alright. Fair enough then.
Let's try the elevator.
Can I just sneak into his office and steal the key?
Well, you could try.
Yeah. What can I do?
Stealth.
Stealth.
I think we-
20%. I'll try.
No worries.
Sneak into his office.
Okay.
Oh, that's alright.
Better stealth.
He's picking up frogs, isn't he? Do I need to sneak?
Well, he might be back.
Is he back or not?
Well, you won't know until you sneak.
Stealth. Mine's 20%.
0. 8.
Okay, you get to his office and it's locked.
Alright, I'll go back to try and jimmy the door open with a pry bar or something.
So you're really good at sneaking around, but actually getting something out of that. All right. So you go back, and you're back up onto the 6th floor,
So he actually has a supervisor's like office or something.
Yeah.
Does he? Okay.
like his little room.
Yeah. I'll wander down while everyone else has gone back up
Yep.
and see if we can get in.
All right. You're going to try to open the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
really want to break the door, but
And it's messy. You know, you've got building plans there, and half-eaten lunch there, and there's a bottle of booze which looks like it's been possibly drunk.
Yeah, brand new. Yeah.
this looks like
And
the
there's
local
a
activity.
rack of keys.
Is there they labelled?
Yes, they are.
One for number 6, please.
6A, 6B,
Yeah.
6C.
Yep. And you pull that off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a stealth roll anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Now you get back up to the 6th. You guys, you're sort of there, and you're going. Honore comes back up, and he's holding the key.
Oh, good chat. Didn't really want to damage the door anyway.
All right, so you click open the door, and you open it up, and it's all dark. Everything's dark. You exit onto the floor, and immediately your senses are assaulted with the smell of burnt wood and decay.
Is there a light switch?
Yes,
Yeah.
together with an altogether unholy smell of rotting flesh.
Wow.
The walls of the corridor are scorched almost beyond recognition. But strangely, at some point, flakes seem to defy the environment and hold on as if for their lives. Amazingly, although a disastrous sight, the floor here seems solid, as if untouched by the previous fire. You can see doors to the 4 apartments locked and bolted with extra security.
Something suspicious going on here. Is there frogs?
No frogs.
So, do the lights turn on up here?
No,
No, they don't.
you just got your torch. Everyone give me a spot hidden.
I was just going to say I'll do a spot hidden.
0.
Oh, 0.
Ooh.
Very, very good.
So both the land cells go, hang on a sec. there is a glow coming from underneath apartment C.
Ooh.
Let's see. Does anyone else notice that?
Is it
We
kind of
can't
like a
see.
fire glow?
It's a faint greenish glow.
Oh, green. Oh.
That sounds like
greenish.
something
Okay,
of
look at the
occult
green.
knowledge.
Look at the green.
Look
Glow.
at the green. Yeah, you
Yeah.
look at the green. It's glowing green.
Is
Is
it green
there
like,
that chanting coming from there?
No.
No.
Can't hear any noise.
Is it green like a gassy kind of thing, or like a green light?
Like a green light, sort of, very dim.
Can you smell any?
I'm going to use
Apart from
Noise.
the wood.
And the rotting flesh? No, it seems normal.
Seems normal.
So the rotting flesh, does it sound like it's coming from a particular, or is it just all over the place
It does get a little bit stronger.
as you get closer
As
to
you get
sea?
closer to C, yes.
Of course. Alrighty, well, I guess
With the
Yeah.
key, your key, into that
I'll assume
building,
it's a
is
master
it
key.
master
yeah.
key for all rooms?
We'll try it.
I think that could be a luck roll. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
It does. It fits.
Okay.
It must be a master key.
Here you
So
go.
before we open it, I'll just have a good listen. Can we hear anything?
Listen.
Oh, give me a listen roll. Let's see how good you really are.
40. Yeah, not me.
No, I can't hear anything. It sounds good to me.
You hear nothing.
Yeah. It's all good.
Your ear's telling you
My-
it's perfectly safe.
Alright, well, I'll open the door a little bit and just have a peek for starters.
Okay.
I'm not in the direct line of the door. I'm off.
So everyone's like
Yeah.
up against the wall going,
So
Yeah.
I think I've got the most hit points on the tank.
okay,
Pistol drawn, I think. But
The
I don't know if it's
apartment
gonna help me.
is dank and smelly.
Mm-hmm.
The odour of death is strongest here. As you look into the living area of the home, you see the source of the light. Two strange circles seem to be inscribed on the floor, each with strange symbols around the outside and a central triangle. If that's not strange enough, it's what's contained within the circles that is truly frightening. What can only be described as an animated, rotting corpse stands rocking slightly in each circle. Instead of the vibrancy of life, the skin of these creatures seems to consist of a dark, misty substance that floats off their very bodies. With the dark, unseeing eyes, they both turn to regard you, their rotting tongues drooling from their mouths.
Sanity check.
Yeah.
Yes, please, everyone.
Yep.
5,
0, 3.
Oh,
50. Yeah.
you're
I'm
perfect.
rolling so many
Yeah,
zeros.
09.
Okay, yes, well,
Does this resemble my
everyone
dream?
take one sanity point.
I was on 48
Yes, and now you're
ages
on
ago.
47.
So
How
now
long
you're
does it
47.
take to...
You're at 47.
Okay, it's a permanent type.
Oh, yeah, not quite. But
Okay,
I'll tell you if you
okay.
get any
It's
sanity.
regenerate
I just
at
don't
the
know
end of
when
the
it-
session or whatever, maybe.
If
So,
it's-
yes, yeah.
Are they moving? Have they
So,
noticed
yeah.
me?
Oh, they've sort of turned towards you and looking at you.
Are
But
they
they're not leaving the
attempting to?
Correct, Henri. They
Yeah.
are not leaving the circle.
Can everyone else see us, or is it just me so far?
Can I do an occult roll?
Well, you look at everyone else and they're all going, oh my
Yeah.
God!
Well, I'm aiming my pistol at one of them.
I
Yeah.
might have seen something in one
Okay,
of my
you go,
books.
have a look.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Oh no, forget it.
Yeah.
It's way out of my league.
Now,
No.
does this remind me?
Oh,
This-
well, funny you should say that,
Right.
Aunt Jess. It does look a little bit like out of your
Your
dream.
research.
Yeah. And do I think that they would leave the circle if we did anything? I can't know.
Well, you know,
Probably not.
you don't know,
I
but
failed.
you tried to shoot one and then it attacked. So you can make your own judgment.
What are the
I
little
don't think we
symbols
should
around the
shoot.
circle? Like you said,
Oh,
there
I
was a
don't
lot
know.
of
No, I've just got my
triangle.
gun ready.
It's
Does
just
it look
like-
like frogs on one side and
No,
circles
no,
on the
no,
other
just
side?
sort of arcanish symbols.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the room?
No, it's all like gutted.
Well, we can just shut the door and leave, so.
Well,
Have we got a bridge game to get back to?
It's amazing how Bridges looks good now, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I think Bridge is feeling pretty good. And I might go and see Rita for a glass of lemonade.
Lots of bubbles.
So they're just standing there, not doing nothing, basically.
Well, they're sort of glimmering and sort of reaching, but they're not reaching outside the confines of the
They can't go
circle.
outside the circle.
They have no.
And that was in 16.
Then what's a circle? Is
Is
it,
it clothing on?
No, just like rotted corpse, but they're sort of like this black mist.
are they painted circles or is it like a powdery
I don't know, whatever it is, it's glowing.
Can
What
we?
room are
No,
we
you should scrape a bit and take a sample.
I don't want to get that close.
Are we in
Can-
2C?
You know, you are in 6C.
No, sorry, our own apartment
Yes.
is 2C. And I'm thinking it's straight up.
Yes.
So there's no,
with the blood on the ceiling, which position would the two
we would have to go
circles
through
be?
5 floors to get to us.
Yeah, but they're powerful.
Yeah, could have been.
Could have been. Yeah, it's
There's no. The door didn't look like it'd been forced or opened recently, like the main door on the stairs.
No.
they've been there for years.
Yeah.
I don't know how long they've been there.
Yeah.
Since 1918 or whatever.
Sounds like the security guard got shot.
The symbols
Yeah.
around the circles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we read
Mean anything to you guys?
Can I
It's not
see
gonna mean anything to
anything
me.
in that?
Well, let's give you an occult roll.
5, 4, can be close. 55, right.
Oh,
I got right on it.
Oh,
You sit there and you go, God, oh, look, it seems to be a binding of some sort.
okay.
An occultish binding of a being. Not of this earth.
So they're bound here at least, and they can't leave.
Are you sure you don't want to scrape a sample?
No.
Take it back for forensic analysis, Paul?
Maybe do a taste
Debating
test.
whether I should
Have you got
get some
crystal?
police down or not.
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
But I'm worried that they just won't be here when someone turns up. They look like they've been there for a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah, a rotting corpse. Yeah, you tell me.
I know. The corpse could be right. Doesn't mean it's been in that room for a long time. How many did I say died in that? 5, 6?
6.
Are they closed?
Can we
Or is
open
it
up the
just
doors
their
in the other
skin?
rooms?
Just
Is there,
reading
is there
this.
anything in the other 3 rooms?
No.
Presumably people have died in those too. But,
So, you're standing there looking at
Bridge?
2 perfectly normal, rotting, black, smoking corpses.
I reckon bridge.
so,
We need to work out a way how to.
Communicate with them.
I don't think you can communicate with them. I've got a
Oh, why
shotgun.
not?
No, don't shoot
No,
them.
don't.
Don't. They're held.
They're
Why would we
kinda-
want to disturb them?
Well, they're obviously causing all the problems we're having.
Cause more problems if you shoot them. I don't think it's wise.
So assumably if they were held, there must be someone who performed whatever ritual or whatever. I don't know. I'm not their cop guy.
Do they look humanoid?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Do they look like they've been burnt? Do they look like they died in the fire?
Yeah,
Is
it's
there any way
hard
to
to
tell?
tell.
Because I wouldn't have
You
that
look
much
really
flesh if
carefully.
they did.
One looks male, one looks female.
Oh, I was just going to ask that
Mm.
with my anthropology.
Mm.
Did you share your dream?
So if I move a bit
Yeah.
closer to them, do they?
Yeah, I'll.
Because he vaporised and had the skin go with
But none of their
person in the middle.
none of their body parts are gone past the circle.
When we all woke up screaming, I had a dream that was quite similar to this.
Really, what happened?
When they got shot, they vaporized and attacked.
Okay, what else happened?
I screamed.
That would be quite traumatic, yes.
So, you're still looking at Two perfectly normal, rotting, slightly occultish corpses.
There must be someone who's
And radium. Yep.
who's done the ritual here to create this. Probably in the building. The only other clue that we have is the artifact in Rita's room.
That airhead wouldn't be able to organise this kind of stuff.
No. Maybe Jane.
Maybe.
And she could have hidden that scroll thing in her big loopy sleeve thing.
The only other odd thing I can think is that every floor is the same except for the penthouse at the top.
Does someone live in the penthouse currently? Do we know who they are?
Oh, in fact, you do know who they are. And that's Bonnie Davis, who is in fact a bigger movie star than Rita.
Of course.
With bigger artifacts.
And she, of course, owns the penthouse and is very rich.
Was she at the archaeology thing? Did I notice her there?
No, you didn't notice it
So she's a has-been.
here.
I think we should leave. Like, we can't do anything.
I guess.
Yeah.
And lock the door.
I'm glad I didn't break the door.
Look, Monday morning, get the cleaner to come up and just vacuum up. We'll be fine.
Where's the building supervisor?
I'm going to have to report this to the chief. I can't see how I can't.
But he wouldn't
He'll
believe
think
you.
you're crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you?
Well,
gonna
bring
report
him
it?
here.
I wouldn't report it for what it is.
I want to ask the zombies a question. Is the chief the person who ran over my wife?
Excuse me.
Even the dog thinks that there's something suspicious about it.
Am I ignoring you?
Yeah, she wants attention.
Yeah. Oh, you have to sit.
So,
You're gonna sit?
you're still standing there agape at two rotting corpses.
Well, I don't know what I could do. There's nothing I can do apart from shooting at them. I can't talk to them.
Yeah.
I assume I can't fast talk a zombie.
I don't know. Can you? What are you asking them to do?
Well, that's a good question. What am I asking them to do?
Disintegrate.
You can ask Scooby-Doo here.
I guess I asked them who's bound them into the building.
Well,
So
there's
it's at 45. No, 70. Yeah, not to
There's
get
four.
77.
Strangely, he asked that question and they pointed him.
So they go,
Who did they point at? The
The
police. Where was the two? The building
William.
killer. Yes, the Williams.
that's the one.
Unfortunately, two workers were on site inspecting the works.
But there wouldn't be a female building worker in those days, would there?
Oh,
There'd be two
true.
blokes for sure.
Yeah.
There would definitely not. You are
Yeah,
absolutely
true.
correct.
So it's probably the Williams, Helen, and it was a closed casket, so they didn't have a body.
Yes, the mayor said that under local laws it is now legal to try and gain access to the restricted area that Bert is for. He and Price,
Mm.
the police chief, claimed that this was
There
for
wouldn't have been a
safety
police
reasons.
investigation at the time.
Of course
Yeah.
they would have.
Only
So-
again.
When we finally get out of here, I want to go and check the records.
Are you Mr. and
Um,
Mrs. Williams? Yeah, thought so.
I'm going back downstairs
Yeah,
to have a
please.
cognac. Anyone come?
Yeah, I am. I'm not staying.
I want to, at some point, check the police records.
All right, so
What
while
happens?
you
Lock the door.
all
Everything
leave.
gets locked.
you lock it down, you make sure everything's
I
right.
agree. It's just not
Yeah,
right.
is it the
It's
current
just not
mayor and
right.
current fire
Is
chief who
In the morning, you awake from an eventful night.
need to deal with
Again?
You stumble around your apartment doing the normal morning rituals, whatever they may be, making a coffee, having a cigarette, going to the bathroom, Something catches your eye.
Closed.
A
Yeah.
decorative envelope seems to have been slid under your door.
God, these zombies move around a lot.
So,
I reckon they're
so
that
their
Williams.
caskets for Williams were closed caskets, so no one saw them,
Mm,
and they never really investigated properly
yeah,
because they had no rules.
I reckon it's them.
I want
Mr. and
to
Mrs. Williams.
read the police notes on that, but let's open this envelope first.
Mm.
You open up the envelope, and my handout sadly went all black on this one, so I'm going to have to show you this. You see this.
Totally.
You are invited to a total eclipse watch party
Ooh,
on Monday, the whatever it is
Yeah.
of September.
The penthouse apartment.
Yes, the penthouse apartment.
Oh, there's our way in.
penthouse apartment. How coincidental is this? We've never
Is it Monday
had
today?
anything about her.
It was
And
Friday.
all of a sudden, oh, it could be you, Jess. Yeah.
While
She's
waiting
trying-
for
she's
that,
trying to
is there
outdo
anything in
each
the
other.
police? Any further details in the police reports?
Well,
regarding-
as you muse over the invitation and the morning routine, you hear a faint voice crying outside your apartment. You hear Francis MacDonald from apartment 3C calling out, "Marmalade! Marmalade, where are you? Confounded cat! Are you on this floor, Marmalade?"
It's in the seeds again. Oh well.
Marmalade? Does marmalade often get lost?
Oh, look, it's not unheard of.
I don't really care about
I
marmalade.
don't really
think.
care about it either.
Okay, you don't care about her poor cat.
No. Cats
The frogs
always
are probably eating it.
What wonder
The
out?
cats come
Okay.
back.
She's wandering around. "Oh, have you seen Marmalade, Mr. Laurent? She's gone missing again. Confounded
Unfortunately,
cats.
no.
Oh, I'll search the other floors then. She's probably got into the stairwell." And she wanders off.
That's alright. How's my frog going?
So, let's get back to it. Talk to
How's
me.
my frog going?
Your frog. How is your frog going? It seems somewhat agitated and a bit
Okay.
weak.
I'm going to release it into the wild.
And where would that be? In
Outside,
New York.
downstairs, the park.
Domain.
The park.
Okay, so you
And
wander
there's a
downstairs and you're walking out to the park, which takes you through
Mm.
the side alley.
Yeah, or not.
And give me a spot hidden.
46 and I think I 75.
Right, lovely. You see a dead, mutilated cat,
Ooh.
sliced from its head down, its
Ah.
torso ripped apart.
I-
And it's quite traumatic for you as a sensitive young woman. And give me a sanity roll.
It wouldn't be because I do anthropology and all this sort of stuff.
But anthropology's been dead for
Yeah.
1,000 years.
No.
It's not a live kitty cat.
And you think about the archaeology, how they actually take the organs out of the body and they put them in the jars.
So have
and
you ever
things
done
like
that?
No, but I have seen film footage.
Sanity
So
roll.
there's no sanity roll.
Sanity roll
Nope.
for this.
I am going to try and do a persuasion first.
Persuade.
Persuade
All right,
the
do a
devil.
persuade roll for the
Persuade,
keeper. Come on.
Persuade.
We'll make it an opposed roll.
29.
0-9. No, it doesn't.
29? Persuade is
I-
30.
Yes, I know,
Well,
but
you're
I want
persuading
0-9.
The dead cat.
Yeah, no.
I don't think it needs to be
Yeah.
persuaded.
Okay, Saturday. Oh, 11.
Yeah, you're fine.
Of course I am. I've seen it.
For all the reasons you just described, you're fine.
Yes.
Yes,
Can I
absolutely.
see if any organs have been
Yes,
removed?
yes,
Yes, what? The
Heart.
heart? Yes, I thought so.
yes.
Okay. So I just keep going.
Yep, you go, oh, poor cat. Yeah. And then you wander off.
Yeah.
And you release your froggy back into the pond.
Yeah. Yeah.
In secret-
And I
in
take
secret.
another way back.
And you take it right back. Very good. Anyway, look, this all happens. Any of you others doing anything
Yeah, I want
particular?
to talk to the police chief about the building.
All right.
If they notice anything.
Chief Price is there. It says, yeah.
If they notice anything
Paul, yes,
unusual at
what
the
is it?
time.
Sorry, Paul?
If they notice anything unusual.
Unusual. It was unusual that building seems to have had many tragedies.
Yes, it certainly has. But anything stand out as being particularly unusual on the 6th floor?
Well, given what the fire chief had said, I cannot imagine what actually caused that fire. So it is very strange and it's still unresolved in my mind.
There's not anything useful in the police note.
No. No, nothing whatsoever.
Would it be alright if I talk to the fire chief?
Of course, he's a very busy man, but you'll have to book into his calendar, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Hi, I'm Nancy Lancer, and I'm a friendly, easygoing student who's studying archaeology. And I really, really hate bridge, but love to write.
So we've got like just a normal. What's today? It's not.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
So it's on Monday is the calendar.
So I don't know if I would
so
really
it's
sleep
like
in my
a
apartment when I know there's 2 zombies out on the 6th floor, but...
You've been sleeping in your apartment for years and the zombies have been there and they've not done anything to you, so why should they do it now?
Yes.
Apart from the fact that they've seen you and pointed at you. But, you know, apart from that,
What's
and bad
that?
dreams and frogs and strange chanting, nothing strange has
The
happened.
electric's going out.
Blood.
Well, yeah, I can't think of
Gramophone.
anything else to do until Eclipse Day, so I guess we'll...
Oh, hang on.
Mm.
Have you found anything out about the records yet?
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
Yes, was there a...
So you used all of your contacts and dog handling skills to try to find anything about that, and no, there's no record of anyone doing something like this. There's nothing strange about the record apart from what's on it. No one knows where the tracks might have been laid, blah blah blah. Has drawn a complete blank.
It's a mystery.
It is a mystery.
What's the date today?
The date is Friday the 7th of September,
7th.
and eventually the week draws to a very disturbed close.
Halloween's coming.
Saturday morning. Surely this will be a quiet one.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
surely.
There's been way too much activity of late, including last night. Just as you're sitting down to a nice cup of tea,
Again.
Hello?
standing at the door is Roberta Hall, the maid to the Franklin's apartment in 4D. She's dressed casually but looks concerned.
Yes, hello.
I do apologise for the interruption, but I was wondering whether you, on the off chance, have seen Joyce. Joyce Holt, the help from apartment 3A. We were meant to catch up last night and go out to dinner and see a show, but she didn't show up. The Edwards seemed to be out and I couldn't ask them, and I was worried that something might have happened to her.
Does she live in the building? Or
Yeah,
just
she lives
not?
in the apartment.
Is she the one looking for the cat?
No,
No.
So there's no one in the apartment?
no.
Or they're just not answering the door, or you don't know? Or...
Well, they don't seem to be,
No, we can keep an eye out for her.
but it's
Maybe
so
we
unlikely.
should go.
Have you asked the superintendent to go and check?
So there's no one in the room.
Well, they haven't answered
No
the
one's
door.
answered the door at all.
I'll go and ask the super if
Check.
he'll open the door.
On what grounds, Paul?
Well, she seems to be missing. And...
She's a young girl. She could go on anywhere. I can't break into someone's apartment.
Well, you're not breaking in. It's under police direction.
On what?
Why
On
does it
what
worry? I'm
grounds?
a detective. I'm telling
Suspicion
you.
of foul
All right,
play.
okay. On your head be it, Paul.
Yeah, it's on my head.
So he gets the key.
I
Comes
just
back
want to
up.
confirm if she's there or not. And
So you go to the Franklin's apartment in 4D. He sort of knocks on the door. No answer.
open the place.
Opens the door, and the door opens to a standard-looking apartment.
Mm.
And you look through there. No one's
Quick
home.
look. No one's home.
Yep.
Doesn't look like anything's been disturbed.
Doesn't look like there's a robbery. Doesn't look like a crime scene
Blood
at
on the
all.
floor. or
There's no
anything.
blood on the floor.
No frogs.
There's no frogs on the floor. There's no blood on the cards or the table or anything. Looks like a perfectly
Oh.
normal apartment.
Excellent.
Oh,
I'll
well.
just
Stay.
fall back to the
Maybe.
person. Well, she's not in her apartment. Is it unusual for her to be away for a day?
Well, yes, especially since we were meant to go out. But
It is unusual.
I'll maybe go down and see if I can see her at one of the cafes or something. This morning.
Yes, maybe you can
So,
check your local haunts and let me know.
shall I see if she wants
Do we need to check on level 6 again? See if we can see any
See if
remnants
there's a
of
third.
cats or
Well, we know where the cat is.
extra.
The
cat's in the alleyway.
So I'll assume there's been no bodies found or anything.
Well, you
matching
probably
her
would have heard.
description.
So nobody's found.
no one's reported her to the police or anything that's missing or anything else?
Well, no.
No. Well, that's all right. It's only been a day, so.
Cool.
Well, I'll keep an eye on it, and if you don't see her at your usual places,
All right.
come and see me again in 48 hours or 24 hours. And,
She
After
seems
the
quite
eclipse.
disturbed, but
48 hours, what can I say?
Roberta wanders off.
You can't file a missing person report for 48 hours, surely.
Okay.
Is she the maid that swept things under the carpet?
No. But there could be punishment. You never know.
Yeah.
They might all be doing it.
Yeah.
I doubt she's on the 6th floor in a crumpled pile somewhere, but
She got swept under the carpet.
I don't know if I want to know.
Is today the party at
Monday.
Monday.
Monday? Oh,
And what's
Can
today?
I,
Saturday
Saturday.
morning.
Saturday.
can I go to use the day to go to the library and maybe look for any occult references in the city, or particularly
you can.
around the time, like 5 years ago when they were building?
I think the I'd like to do the architectural plans of the building.
Right, okay.
Rather than-
So let's go through Aunt Jess first. There are a few interesting things about the events in the building. Maybe not necessarily occultish, but you find a few things there.
Wallpaper prank. Which looks like a hieroglyphic. Egyptian. Police Chief Franklin Price has dismissed as a prank a piece of wallpaper reportedly salvaged from the burnt 6th floor of the Blackthorne apartments. The piece, measuring a few inches, is clearly of Egyptian design and
wonder if it's still in
enough to
evidence.
survive the inferno. I wonder if that's the missing part of the scroll. The police have warned any ne'er-do-gooders that try to profit from the tragedy that they will be dealt with severely. Parents deny runaway story. This one's just a red herring, but parents of still missing
I think
police
you got to read that
constable
one,
Morris.
August.
Yeah, let's go.
Now, would that still be in evidence somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Yep, so policeman missing on Friday 22nd August. A local police constable, Lawrence Farrell, went missing. Constable
Not
Farrell was
Lawrence.
expected back
He was a good friend of
at
mine.
the station house at the end of the
Missing.
shift around 5 p.m. but failed to report him. 2 other constables were dispatched to investigate but uncovered nothing. The constables traced back his route for the day, including a stint guarding the off-limits 6th floor of the Blackthorne apartment building, but discovered no trace of Farrell. Even Chief Price was called into the investigation and was stationed at the apartments should the wayward constable return. Locals have been quick to point the finger at a rise in organised crime in the area. Ban the booze coming. Hey, we've seen that one before.
And there was one other follow-up
Yeah, that's the-
piece which you find.
Parents of runaway. Parents of runaway. Been rumours, very hurtful comments and rumours around the disappearance of our boy. We'd like to go on the record saying that they are false. Other rumours, so that's part of her. Other rumours intimate that Farrell may have been part of an organised crime gang and come afoul of some misguided scheme.
Oh, naughty policeman.
Or so he might have been a cultist. Drained body found. What can only be described as the husk of a body was discovered in a dumpster downtown. Forensic analysis of the remains have yet to be released to the public, but sources close to the coroner have told The Independent that the body may be that of missing Constable Lawrence Farrell. The state of the body remains a mystery, with witnesses saying that it looked dried as if all the fluids were sucked out and appeared mummified. Police are yet to comment.
Is this all before I was a detective? Would I have been involved in any of this investigation?
You're familiar with some of not your case though.
That's December 1919.
So that's pretty much what you can find.
So, would we have this wallpaper in evidence somewhere?
You might,
Would I be able to access it?
probably.
I'd like to show it to Nancy and see if it's...
Well, yeah.
Anything.
So you're going and going into police evidence and checking.
Mm-hmm. Seeing if it's there, for starters.
Strangely, it's not.
It's not.
You didn't have to roll.
Can I
Is there anything about the investigation into the
try
dead?
and decipher what that means? With my books?
Oh, from the paper, yeah, it's got a picture of it there. So give me a roll.
Was it like, is it just missing or was it officially like...
No, it's just
Should have
missing.
done the other way. 84.
84. No,
No.
Who signed off on it?
Can I do one just with my archaeology?
you could try. Go for it.
What's mine? 40.
No.
Is there a log of who would have accessed it?
Yes, there is, and you go through the log. It
Who
appears
was
to
the
be in
person
good
before
order.
me?
It's one of the investigating,
So it's not
officers,
cheap
so
or anything like
no.
that.
but yes, it should be the space. It should be.
It's just there. It's the last officer who looked at it. Is he still on the force?
Yeah, he's still there.
Can I... Is he in the office?
Yeah, look, you talk to him, and he basically talks through. That was quite traumatic, obviously, in terms of the fire and the deaths. They collected as much evidence as they could. He sort of remembers that, and he doesn't know who leaked that to the press.
I'm not
But,
accusing him of anything,
yeah.
but just...
no, he
what
seems
can
fairly
remember,
upfront in
yeah.
terms of that, and obviously didn't really come to anything. The fire department said that there was some accelerant, so there must have been something nefarious happening. Is locked away, and the case probably remains unsolved.
Okay.
There was talk of a task force at some point in time, but never really eventuated.
What about architectural plans of the building?
You find them
Because the building supervisor had some.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and they're a matter of public record. The building is as it is. There's nothing
No,
strange about
there's
it.
hidden rooms on the
Not in the plans, no.
That's in the plans? Okay.
It's not built over some ancient Indian burial ground or something, is it?
No.
No.
Ancient Egyptian
Ancient
burial
In
ground.
the middle of New York.
Have the architects built other buildings?
Yes, indeed they have. And all relatively successful, both commercial and residential, and usually sought after addresses. Yep.
I'm Eddie. I played Jessica Fellows. I'm a writer, novelist, and into history and archaeology. And probably took one step too far into the occult on one occasion.
Okay, so we're back, and what are you doing, Jess?
So yeah, well, so also while I'm at the library, just looking for anything on Robert and Helen Williams and why their caskets might have been closed.
Did it say they recovered the bodies, or was it closed casket because there was no body?
Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Well, I would know.
We know well the bodies were badly burnt, apparently.
Allegedly.
That's a good reason for a closed casket.
No remains were found of Eugene
Could
and
go to
Rose
the grave.
Patrick.
Could go and dig up their bonds.
Deceased will be laid to rest
Oh,
with
I'm
their
sure
bodies.
they'll
so
be
it's
empty.
actually them, Eugene, and so maybe we should go
So
up
there
and
were
talk.
6. So you think it could be Eugene and Rose Patrick?
Eugene and Rose.
What do we know about Eugene and Rose Patrick searching? Nothing.
Searching, nothing comes up. Obviously, just fairly standard resident.
How
Really
about
putting Eugene and Rose
building
Patrick.
supervisor would probably have a record of past tenants in the rooms. See if they were in 6C.
No, but the rooms were never even built. They were still in construction. When they
You're
were,
correct.
yeah, so no one was, yeah. And the floor never got finished.
I thought it did. I thought it got finished and then got burnt.
No.
This is June. Because you had the
Oh.
workers. You had
The
the
workers was the first one, wasn't
Yeah.
workers.
it? When there was another
So it was
fire.
nearing completion when a fire broke out, gutting floors 5 to 7.
Yeah, which is odd that.
But then later it was just floor 6, wasn't it?
So why
second
were
floor.
the people there then?
Why did we have couples there then?
Yeah, why were they there?
Which is
Why were they there?
They were probably
members of the
a
cult.
cult.
It's a conundrum, isn't it?
Mm.
I don't know, these bloody horror writers. Everything's a cult.
Mm.
So you ponder,
We do
and you
ponder.
ponder, and you ponder.
We
We're all
ponder,
pondering,
ponder,
but I
ponder.
guess we need to skip forward to Eclipse Night.
Is it time for the ball?
Well,
The-
finally, the afternoon of the big party has arrived.
Yes.
Has that missing young lady returned?
No, haven't found her.
She's the next sacrifice.
Oh dear, we might have to file a police report.
Everyone in the city has taken the afternoon off
Mm-hmm.
to witness it in its own way while you prepare for the soiree of the decade upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Making your way up to the penthouse, you can hear the commotion of many people.
Definitely
Speaking
bringing
at
my
once.
pistol under my jacket this time.
Is anyone else taking any precautions while we're at it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yes, I'll take my torch, and I don't know if I've got a dagger or something like that. I think I would.
Oh, Nancy drew him a dagger.
Dagger.
Kitchen
Says
knife,
you got
mate.
a little-
Okay,
Like
I'll take
ring
a
of
kitchen
invisibility.
knife.
A kitchen knife. Yeah, well, you definitely have access to a
Yeah,
kitchen
a
knife.
kitchen knife. And
I
my
don't
torch.
suggest you take the zombie with the butter knife.
I can use
Use
the
a
flat
spoon.
blade.
We'll take his heart out with a spoon.
Yes.
Rusty spoon.
Making your way up to the penthouse, you can hear the commotion of many people speaking at once, the clink of glasses and laughter permeating the building itself. Once there, the lift doors open to an impressive sight. Waiters hold trays of drinks and canapes, serving everyone as they arrive.
It's the police chief there.
Through the penthouse proper, you can hear a band playing as you walk through the gallery to the living
How
room.
big is this bloody penthouse?
It's the whole floor.
God.
Similar to Rita's apartment, but on a much larger scale. Much of the space is taken up with movie memorabilia from Bonnie's many films. An impressive cabinet adorns one wall containing the various awards that she's accumulated throughout her sparkling career. Many of the people you see you don't know, possibly studio executives or notaries, but you do recognise John Francis Hyland, the Mayor of New York, as well as Governor Al Smith. They both seem to be talking to Bonnie's friends and other Scarlets such as Clara Bow and Louise Brooks. You hear people mention names such as Hemingway and Eliot, though you can't see them. So it's very much an upper class New York soiree.
Everyone who's the
anyone
police
is
chief
there.
here.
You have a look around. No, you can't see the police chief though. Though you, Nancy, see Arthur Baker in the corner, and he's speaking to lots of people, and he sort of sees you, and he's
Oh.
and he's sort of trying to make his way through the people there.
And I go the other direction.
Lovely.
None of her movie stuff is Egyptian themed.
Yes, yeah, some of it is, of course. It was a very popular genre for
Yeah.
silent films.
Apparently.
Very popular. And in fact, obviously, Bonnie was a much bigger star than Rita was.
Is Rita here?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Rita's here. So other people that you sort of recognise is Betty Edwards from 3A, Kenneth, her husband.
So the whole building's there,
Bonnie,
basically.
Rita is there as well too. Darlings, it's good to... Aunt Jessica, it's lovely to see you. And other people as well, like Mary Bevan from 7A is there as well too. So yes, they're all there and talking. Oh, Jess, you must tell me. You must tell me of your next book. I am just beside myself. I will not take no for an answer.
Oh, well, then maybe.
Don't be shy.
Oh, well,
Don't
yeah.
be shy, darling. Don't be shy. It's only me, little Rita.
It's yes, little Rita, but you know, if I give the plot away and it were to leak out to the public,
Oh,
it
darling,
ruin
I
the
was a
surprise.
silent movie actress. Who would I tell?
Surprise for so many.
Now tell me.
And my publishers would be so
Oh, I
disappointed.
understand the legals of all
disappointed.
these things, of course. But now tell me, I must admit that you have been frequenting the company of Honore a little bit. Is there something there that I don't know about, darling? He's a very dapper European gentleman, I must admit. He's very well mannered, I must
Very
admit.
French.
No, here, darling, he's Belgian.
Oh, is he?
Don't call him French.
Oh, okay.
Darling, very faux pas.
Thanks.
Oh, hello, Joan! And she wanders off somewhere. So there's a private staircase to the roof, and you'll find that people are up there. It's normally secure, but there's a fancy...
So this is the 8th floor, is it?
Yes, this is the...
And there's people on the 7th floor, isn't there?
Yes,
Just not the 6th.
correct. There's a very fancy telescope set up there with a filter lens to allow you to actually view the event.
And any Egyptian memorabilia?
Yes.
Yeah, I already asked that.
Quite a lot.
Does
Yeah.
any of it look real?
Mm.
Nancy?
I'll have a look.
Yeah, okay, have a look.
For
Does anything look like it might be the Book of the Dead related?
what am I doing? 43. Just failed my archaeology.
Right.
41.
Okay.
Yeah, looks, yeah.
What have I got? 50 something and
Oh,
I'm
21.
61. Oh, 52 and
Yeah.
61.
21
So,
on archaeology.
You think that some of the
40.
pieces in the cabinets are real, like cartouches, like bits of Egyptian stone with the people's names in it is the cartouche. So
Any frog related stuff there?
any frog-related stuff.
Photo frog?
Oh, give me a history roll.
History. What's that? Oh, 75. No, 91.
There is nothing untoward about anything which she has there,
Yeah.
and you think you were just silly for even thinking that.
Yeah, looks good though. I'll go and find myself some lemonade.
Yes, there's some very special lemonade which Rita can point you towards.
Yes,
darling,
yes, yes.
darling, I'll show you
Yes.
the special lemonade.
Scanning the room, does anyone look suspicious?
Or
There might be
They're all the
technical
high
things.
society of New York. They all look suspicious to you, Paul.
Very nice.
How did all these people make so much money? You've got to ask the question.
Yeah, they're not detectives.
Yes, and they don't have detective salaries. And then, look, everyone seems to be having a good time. The band is playing, the drinks are flowing, so are the canapes. Everyone's happy, everyone's laughing, everyone's looking forward to the eclipse.
Is there any part of the apartment that looks like it's off limits? Or?
Well, the bedroom, one would presume, would be off limits. Unless you have a fetish for breaking into people's bedrooms, Paul.
Could do.
Unless the door's locked.
Seen one
That's the
too
door
many
lock.
crimes crime scene?
She might have some zombies in the closet. I don't know.
Well, she might. Is that something you're going to check?
No, I don't think I'll try and break into a bedroom.
Lovely. All right. There is a cry of excitement from the roof as the sky begins to darken. In a period of a few minutes, the sky becomes completely black, as if it's midnight. Guests rush to look through the telescope and capture the event in their own mind. At the height of the eclipse, suddenly you hear a loud bang, and the power to the building seems to have gone out.
Wow.
From the roof and through the windows of the penthouse, you can see that all the other surrounding buildings have power.
I turn my torch on.
You turn your torch on. Right. Everyone's running around going,
What's
"Oh,
on your window?"
what's happening?
Have a look around.
Have a look around.
Why am I
Okay.
not surprised?
So what are you guys doing?
You can go back down to the
Fuse box.
musical. I'm having a
Surely
look
the
around with
secret
my
can do it.
torch.
Oh.
Give me a spot hidden.
Is there any unusual noises or anything?
44 and it's a 75.
All right, that's pretty good. You notice that some people are missing.
Like what kind of people?
So Betty Edwards, Kenneth Edwards, they're missing. Bonnie Davis is missing herself. Rita's
Rita?
missing.
I reckon they're the occult people.
Oh,
So
They're-
what,
they're on
the loud
the-
noise, was it like a
Level
lightning
6.
bolt?
Level
What kind of noise was it?
don't know.
Should we go to
Oh,
6?
boom.
Well, I guess
I reckon we've got to go to 6.
Gotta go to 6.
we'll go to 6.
All right, so you rush down the stairs. You go down to 6. Door's locked.
They've still got the key.
We've
though.
still got the key.
You never returned it.
We never returned it, did we?
Well, you wouldn't keep the key.
Yes, he would. Why not?
No,
So it'd be-
you know.
Didn't they know?
Ah, okay. Mm.
I guess we'll just have to go and get the key.
All right, so you run down. You head down to the basement, and upon entering the basement, you hear a faint chanting sound.
Turn the lights on with the fuse.
Try and make my way to the fuse box.
Make your way to the fuse box. The fuses aren't there. It looks like they've actually been burnt out.
So does the noise sound like it's coming from further in the basement? Or?
It does sound from it's coming from the basement. So.
Oh, gramophone.
But the gramophones are there, and the public corridor leading to the laundry is there. You have a look out there, and there's no one there. And have a look in the laundry. There are just the washing machines in the boiler room. So
where does the sound like it's coming from?
still sounds like it's coming from the basement somehow. Okay, spot
Must
hidden.
be a secret door.
85?
Nope.
70,
52.
71 out of 85.
71 out of 85.
I'm looking at the dog.
You're looking at the dog.
Yeah. I've got my eyes closed.
52 out of 75.
Okay, you two, obviously being the detectives in
Yeah.
the group.
Yeah.
Look at the ground and the public corridor. It looks like there's some scraping there, as if part of the wall can sort of be pushed through.
Yeah. That's alright. So, can we actually push on it?
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
figure
Push on.
around and feel for it.
Horrible grating sound. As you open up, the room opens up into a long, what can only be described as a temple. 8 columns line both walls. There's a dais and the altar at one end. On the ground in the middle is a very large Eye of Horus inscribed.
I'm glad I brought my pistol.
On the dais, is that missing girl there?
On the dais itself,
Missing
there is
girl?
a missing girl's not there yet.
Okay.
She's on her way.
Let me get to the
If we
appropriate
walk
section.
through that hidden doorway, I want to prop it up with something so it doesn't close on us.
Okay. So apart from the Eye of Horus painted in the middle of the floor, there seem to be inscriptions from the Book of the Dead carved into the walls, detailing the opening of the gate to the netherworld.
So is there anyone in here that we can see?
Yes, indeed. There are people in here.
People, right.
Yeah, well, there was chanting, so there should be just people.
They're in robes.
So 4 acolytes chant kek ka kek kek ka kek, where there seems to be a high priestess who's up on the dais reading from the papyrus of Annie.
Does she
Maybe
know
your
this
hands
yet?
around Frank Boyd.
Sorry?
Yeah, I was thinking big long sleeves, you know.
Yeah, those sleeves.
Have they noticed us?
Not yet.
Not yet. Good, let's keep it that way.
So
it's
as she's chanting, you see Frank, the building supervisor, going across to the wall near the dais and the altar, and he sort of pushes on it, and it opens up into another room.
I knew Frank was suspicious.
Suspicious guy. And he eventually dragging out
The girl.
the missing girl.
Well, I guess we better intervene before they kill her.
Well, I can't do too much.
Well, I've got my pistol.
Against what? How many is there? 6?
5, 6,
So there are 4
4 acolytes, high priest. and
4
a
acolytes
And
around the Eye of
I'm
Horus.
sure the high priest
There's
doesn't
a
want to die.
Priestess in at the altar chanting and reading.
So,
And on a dais, right in front of the altar, is the statue.
yeah. I was going to say, we've got to get that. And we'll just smash it.
And the 4 people chanting are probably no one's. It's
What's the
priest.
statue made of? Is it just normal?
It's like it looks like some sort of like stone, but in this light, it kind of looks almost greenish.
Cool.
Should just shoot the statue. How big is it?
The statue, oh look, it's about maybe a couple of feet high. As she chants, a drawer seems to open at the base of the statue. Frank drags the girl in and places her in the middle of the room. Out from the drawer, the priestess pulls out a large curved knife and turns and keeps chanting. Slowly, she walks towards the girl. What's
Yeah,
happening?
shoot.
What do you do?
Stop.
So
No.
is that what you're doing?
No,
Yep.
just shoot her.
All right. So she keeps chanting and walking towards the girl.
We're going to take a shot at her then.
Okay, you take a shot. Give
the
you.
High Priestess.
Give
So
you a-
what's that? 70%? What does that mean? So it's got to roll up to 70. 89.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's not going to malfunction at 89, is it?
No, or 70. So
No, but what's the malfunctions at the far right?
100.
100. No, it doesn't malfunction. But
No,
Paul,
sure.
the detective, was shaking hands, aims at the high priestess, shoots and misses.
So that should get their attention at least.
The priestess does not miss a beat, still walks towards the girl, but now Frank sees you, and from his jacket goes to pull out a gun.
Oh.
God, can I get
What
a
do
shot at him first?
What are your actions? Okay, so I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do. What are you guys going to do?
Can I hide behind something?
Mm,
Otherwise,
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
get
there's
shot.
there are pillars there.
Yep, I'm going to jump
So,
behind
yeah.
the pillar.
This is a visual.
No.
It was nice knowing you, buddy.
So where are we? We've come in
Should have brought
It's a
my
dice
shotgun
roll.
because
We're
I'm
coming
laughing.
through here.
through there.
Okay.
That's the entrance into
Yeah, you
the
probably
cell.
And
wouldn't
there's
go there.
pillars.
Whatever.
And that's where the girls come
Save
from.
some.
And what are they? They're all just pillars. Where are the people standing? There are 4 of them.
Yeah, 4 of them around the Orophorus, and the high priestess is now coming down.
I'm going to go behind
okay.
All right, so you two are going to hide.
there. Yeah.
You two are going to
Yeah.
do what you two do, being Paul and Henri.
Well, I'm going to, I'll go,
Because the,
not that,
the
I've
4
got-
are there.
yeah.
So really, if we've
Yeah.
walked out there, you can try running across
No,
there,
no,
but
no.
I'm just going there.
Yeah.
So Frank looks around, sees you all. He pulls out his gun. So let's have a look. Let's do some shots.
Who is there initiative or how does this work?
That was going to be my question.
That's a really good question. You were prepared first, so you take your shot.
Right, so 70. Come on, less than 7. 40. Hey, 40.
40. Okay, you shoot and hit him.
1d8 damage.
He tries a dodge, and at 08 makes an excellent dodge as you miss him
Oh.
as he dives behind. Henri, you're shooting as well.
Yep.
He touched the bullet. Jeez.
23, so it's a good hit.
It's a good hit. That's good enough. Roll some damage.
I don't think it matters for the hits you hit or you don't.
Yeah. Only one.
1 point. Okay. Set a glazing glance to his non-firearm arm.
Yep.
Non-shooting arm. He takes aim at Paul.
Oh, good.
Oh, jeez. Yes, and manages to shoot the roof as he dodges and rolls out of the way behind the thing. The ritual continues.
Yeah.
The priestess is almost at the girl.
I'm going to shoot at the priestess next round.
Okay?
You can go for Frank.
Yeah, I'll say that, Frank.
So Henri's going to try to shoot Frank. You've
Yeah.
shot once, you've shot twice so
I'm
far.
gonna-
Yeah,
throw
I've got
my
4 more
knife.
bullets.
You're going to throw your kitchen knife
Yes, at her,
at the priestess.
at the priestess.
And so from behind the pillar, so are they literally, you got the 4 people chanting, are they still
They're still
chanting?
chanting.
They're going to chant. They can't break their chant.
Alright, I'm going to just
Ram 'em.
use my stealth and go from behind and try and
Okay, all right.
close
Let's
it,
let's
put my hand
do
over
this.
their mouth or something.
So let's do the range stuff first. So Frank is going to try to shoot you. Oh, sweet Easter! He misses terribly. You are trying to shoot the
Shooting
priestess.
the priestess. Yep.
Oh!
That's 9.
Okay.
97. I think I missed bullet number 3.
Okay. Priestess is still there. You're shooting at Frank.
48.
Oh, nice. And you hit Frank again
Funny if I get her with the kitchen knife.
5.
with 5 points. Oh, okay.
Well, that's going to hurt.
Frank, it takes a shot to his shoulder. Odds it's his, no, evens it's his other shoulder. Doesn't matter, he can't hit jack shit anyway. All right, so
Kitchen
you
knife.
kitchen knife. You throw your kitchen
Yeah,
knife.
I've got 20% for a throw.
Okay.
Oh no,
90. Let's see what happens.
That's if you're doing a
96.
throwing knife, not a
Right,
kitchen
so-
knife.
It sounds like you're going to stab
You
yourself.
almost slice your ear off as you try to throw the kitchen knife,
Oh,
but
it's panicking.
it's obviously you're
Yeah.
panicking.
Yeah.
And give me a stealth roll.
Nope.
Okay,
Well,
so
they're
the
chanting, I don't
cultist
even
sees
know.
you coming and turns.
Yeah.
Fingers drawn, ready to actually attack. Right, into this round, the priestess will be there with her knife at the girl's throat.
Trying again to kill this priestess.
You're going to go for the priestess now.
Frank's still
Got
terrible.
two holes in them, so.
Well, I'll run. At least I've broken his. Has he stopped chanting?
No, he's still chanting.
I'm still chanting.
You can do it brawl.
All right, I'll just.
So the
I'll-
68-year-old lady
Yeah.
is going to roll.
No.
No, that's okay. No, you choose what you want to do.
Yeah, no. I'll run.
You'll run. What do
I'll still duck in behind the pillar again. I can't do anything.
Okay, cool. All right. So we've got the priestess, and we've got Frank, and we've got you two.
Because there's nothing
Yeah,
in
I'll-
there that I can throw again, is there?
No, not really.
No.
Oh my god. She's
What?
everybody.
7.
You should retire.
So that's 4 very, very bad shots.
2 bullets
Four.
left in the thing.
Okay, Henri, it's up to you.
38.
Nice.
Good, kill the damage.
7.
7. Oh, okay. She has suffered
It's gonna
a
be-
serious wound
Sure, she's going to drop
and
it.
falls to the ground,
Oh,
Yes.
screaming. Ah! Meanwhile, Frank.
Hey, Frankie!
Frank lying on the ground, bleeding from one shoulder, never having really used a gun before. Shoots you perfectly, Paul. Bang.
Can you dodge?
No, he was. Well, you. Oh, look, I'll give you a dodge roll. Let's see what happens.
Dodge. Oh, 25.
Yeah, everyone's got about half deck, so.
Oh, wow. So what's that, 19?
16.
16 and 25.
Okay. 6. Well, given it's an opposed roll and I rolled a 0-2, no, he still hits you. For 3 points.
Oh, that's all right. Still got 10 points.
Doesn't take a major wound. All right. So at the end of this round, the priestess, with blood gushing out of her chest, crawls towards the girl,
Sure.
knife in her hand.
How's the girl? Like, is she bound or?
Yeah, yeah.
What, feet and hands?
Yes,
Okay.
Frank on the ground going, man, I should have been a cop.
How far away is Frank?
Oh, Frank is probably.
This gun sucks. I just want to go and fisticuff him. I've got a better chance of beating him up.
Well, so what are you going to do?
He's on the ground, kick him.
Yeah, I might go and brawl him.
Okay, you're going to try to rush him?
Mm-hmm.
So she's crawling.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to shoot her in.
Okay. And you're still running behind him?
Well, so yeah, I guess I was here, so yeah, I'll run, I don't know, round to the back,
Okay, so,
try and move it behind another pillar or something.
Lovely.
Just,
and Nancy?
No, I just have to stay where I am. I don't think I can do anything. There's nothing around. I'm looking.
Lovely. All right.
Uh,
So let's go. All right. He's going to have a shot at you. You're going to try to dodge his shot.
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay.
How can he shoot? Didn't he get hit in the arm?
Yeah, he's lying on the ground going bang, bang.
Come on.
Yeah.
40. Yeah, forget about that.
He didn't dodge.
46, no.
All right.
My dodge is 20 something.
Oh, okay. You can take 5 points.
Oh my god.
retreat.
Now, what's your total hit points?
I've got 5 left.
Oh, okay,
13.
right. So that's not a major wound. So you have a minor wound there. Okay.
Priest dead. Still hits 53.
53. Oh, nice. Okay. And
2.
2 points. She's still alive. Okay.
Probably 1 point.
She got seriously wounded though.
Oh yeah. She's like.
And I
You get to Frank.
Yes, so 75.
Oh.
Come on, Paul. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
70. Okay.
70.
You run, getting hit at the same time, trip over your feet, fall, but you manage to land a blow on his head.
So I get a 1d4. So what's that? 1
3.
3.
Ah,
Three
three.
at the top, yeah.
and a 1d3. So
1.
It's a 1.
Okay, and he is unconscious.
thank God for that. What are the other 4 cultists doing now?
They're still chanting,
They're still
and a
chanting.
sort of black mist now seems to be forming in there.
The high priestess is out, or she's
Oh no,
still
she's
cold?
crawling on the ground with the knife now towards the.
Smash the statue.
Okay, so
No,
you're gonna
can I'll do a.
Well, you two guys couldn't run that one, would you?
I'm running, so what am I doing with stealth? Or
No, you're just running. That's fine. You can
How
run.
that's
far?
fine.
What's
Can
the
I-
distance from there to there?
Oh, it's quite. It's like good 30 feet.
Do I think smashing the statue is the way to go?
Yes, you
Would that disappear the thing? Can I do an occult roll? Or?
Yeah, do it.
7, no.
You don't know.
Am I close enough just to lunge at the statue and
No.
push it off the thing?
I'll do an occult roll.
Well,
'cause
I'll
I've
shoot
been
at it
thinking
next round.
Yeah.
And stuff, mine's 25. Ooh,
20.
Oh,
No.
29.
No, you have no
I've got
idea
2
about
bullets,
this,
I'll try and
this
shoot.
ritual either.
I'll try and
Okay,
shoot the statue next round.
so the situation is you've knocked Frank out. He's bleeding on the ground. The priestess is bleeding but still awake and crawling towards the sacrifice with her knife, though she's looking pretty bad. The cultists are still chanting, and there's like a black mist in the middle of them.
Can I still see the statue? Or
Yeah,
is it obscured?
it's obscured, but you can see it.
So I want to shoot at the statue.
Right, you want to
Go
shoot
and get
at
it.
this.
Run!
He said it's out of range for this round.
You need to
Oh, okay.
close the distance. So you're going to shoot the
I'm
statue.
going to shoot the statue.
Realistically, is the priestess going to get to what's her name?
Is she going to be able to do anything?
She'll
when she
she'll
gets
probably get there. It'll take her around just to pick up the knife and go "Oh," or whatever.
So I've got a little bit of time.
there?
Yeah.
Go for the
Right,
statue.
pop a cultist.
Pop a cultist. Nice. Okay. Pop a cap in his ass. Okay. All right. And you were going to.
Um,
Can't call some police. Get some backup or something. Be good.
Yeah, pull out your mobile. No,
well, if I run to that, so is that other? Did the other cultist follow me? Is he still chasing me, or has he just gone back?
No, he's gone back.
I don't think that can
Alright,
break.
well, I'm just gonna, like, if I was at the back, I'm just gonna run down the side, try and get towards the girl who's bound.
Okay. All right.
Where's the
Might take me around or two, but
priestess? Whereabouts is she?
Okay. So cultists are
Yeah.
there. Okay. Frank was here.
Mm-hmm. He's
Now,
unconscious now.
Paul's on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Henri was sort of there.
Mm-hmm.
The girl's here, and the priestess is here. Deus is here, and the
okay.
statue's
I
there.
thought they were
New
further
D10,
down.
this one's side.
So, shoot, your
Cultist
cultist.
statue.
Alright, so
the
they're
statue-
all up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll start heading down that.
Okay,
like,
you'll
down
run
behind
down.
the
Yep.
pillars, but
Yeah.
getting down that
Getting
way.
some cover, and
Yeah.
Nancy,
I could go and hit somebody with my torch.
you could go and hit someone with their torch.
Yes, so this is an occultist still?
Yep.
Or is that the...
There are 4 occultists
Oh,
still there.
that's where you are,
Well, he's
Henri.
Paul's there, and Henri's about there.
So which one are you going to shoot at?
Well, you're in the middle of combat. You can't really tell me
Okay.
unless you stop me and have a discussion.
No.
Whatever, just pick one. Doesn't matter.
I'll go for that one.
All right,
Mine.
lovely. Okay, so
Alright,
let's,
dice. I've got 2 bullets left.
so you're on top of Frank. You just punched him. You pulled your gun out. You could see through the misty blackness the statue. You take aim and you shoot at an unmoving object. Paul, let's see if you can hit it.
1!
Ooh.
16.
Okay, you hit it.
Super critical hit. Yippee-yay. What is it?
The
1d8.
bullet
Yep.
ricochets off.
3.
3 points. Okay. A bit flies off it.
Doesn't knock it off the pedestal.
Give me a luck roll.
Luck. Luck. Oh, yeah. 50.
50-50.
27.
Okay, you seem to have blown the head off,
Oh, nice.
which is good. The priestess on the ground, turns and screams in frustration and drops the knife as you do that.
One more bullet
Oh.
before I have to reload anyway.
First cultist on the right.
Okay?
19.
Yes, nice.
7.
7 points. Major injury. Falls down, screaming.
So have the other cultists stopped now they've shot
Uh,
the statue?
Well,
or-
yes. The cultists scream in frustration as their bodies seem to be racked by spasms. The four around the Eye of Horus seem to bend into unnatural shapes and fall to the floor unconscious. The priestess, in rage, grabs the knife and crawls towards you.
Very good one. Is like the black mist clearing, or does it look like damaging the statue stop the ritual, or not really?
It is clearing.
Well, then I'll shoot at the priestess in that case.
All right, shooting a priestess.
So the mist is clearing.
Yes,
The
the cultists are sort of, their bodies are contorting into
Yeah.
very unnatural shapes.
Alright, and the priestess is coming towards.
Lucky last bullet.
Okay.
Yeah. So, does it look like the where the statue's on can just be pushed over the dais?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to run up and then
Okay.
push it off this.
Nice.
I was doing the hitting.
Oh, you go
Yeah.
hit brawling
6 brawl. What's my brawl?
down the bottom.
Oh, no.
Okay,
64.
so you sneak up behind the cultist with your torch in your hand,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden the cultist starts screaming
They're
and
all collapsing.
contorting and
Yeah,
collapsing.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So as you swing, he collapses
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So it was a good call,
Yeah.
just a little bit late. Okay,
So Frank's out.
He's
Frank's out.
unconscious.
Yeah. Reload.
yep.
Last bullet. Or number 6. On the. What's his name? 84.
84. So a prone woman on the ground, crawling
Crawling
towards with a
at too
knife
long.
with
How
a
can I
major
miss?
wound. You shoot and miss.
This blade.
I don't think I'll bother reloading this gun. I'll just brawl for the next one if I have to.
You throw it at it.
You go up to the plinth that the thing's
Yep.
had, and you knock it over, and you see that the papyrus of Annie is there as well too, and that's what she was reading from, as well as other notes and books. The dais itself, there's nothing else there.
Yep.
You see through to the cells, and obviously they've some of them have been occupied in the past, but obviously no one else is there.
Nobody's there.
Can we recognise this woman, this high priest? Is she one of
It's
the-
Betty Edwards.
Oh, it's Betty Edwards, alright.
Yes, you do recognise her. You're up
Go
close.
untie the girls.
Okay, so you're going to untie the girls. You're going to try to what?
Yeah.
Beat up a woman who's
Would I have
mortally injured.
Would I have handcuffs? Can I just arrest her?
Did you bring handcuffs?
I don't know. Wouldn't I just have them on? I
Give me
don't
a luck roll.
Fiddy fiddy.
Swing them to every eclipse party, isn't it?
Yeah. Because you never know when you want to use them.
Like 50. 40?
Oh,
48.
jeez.
You were walking out of your apartment earlier and you thought, maybe I need my handcuffs.
Yeah.
And you just happened to put them in your pockets.
As soon as I'm out of bullets, I don't think it should be too hard to overpower and just handcuff.
I don't know.
And Andre, were you?
Well, seeing they're all contorting, what's his name? Actually stop and have a look and see what's going on with them. So,
Okay. So, all right. So you can overpower Becky, given she has actually a major wound and is bleeding out,
Good.
and you are a reasonably large male. You overpower Betty and
Handcuff.
roughly pull her handcuffs back. She's there and she doesn't look very good at all, actually.
Good.
You look around and the acolytes themselves are dead.
Okay.
They have sort of, their bodies have been broken, all of their bones are bent and everything else. In somewhat of a daze, you realise that you're still alive and have won the fight. In the distance, with increasing lucidity, you hear police sirens and loud voices. Before long, the police storm the temple in numbers, some standing and staring in horror.
It's alright,
at the
boys.
visage
I've got it under
presented.
control.
The chief appears and ushers you outside and into waiting cars to take you to the station to give statements. In the days that follow, you are attended by doctors and psychologists to assess your physical and mental state. The police promise you that they will track down all involved and bring them to justice. The papers report that a retired movie starlet lost her mind and murdered 4 people in the basement of a downtown apartment building, while the popular press once again identifies the Blackthorne apartment building as the epicentre of the disturbance. The world seems to go on, and people go about their business as if nothing has happened. Everyone give me a SAN roll.
Ooh, 0. 8.
88.
33.
So those who pass take 2 SAN points off.
I'll take 2.
Yes. Those who failed take 4.
43.
I didn't have much sanity
No.
to start off.
And so we find our 4 investigators survived the harrowing experience in the Blackthorne apartment building, thwarting the cultists at the last moment before disaster could be inflicted upon New York. What will happen next? Will they follow up the remaining unanswered questions in relation to the cult? And what about all the other unusual happenings? Stay tuned for Chapter 2, where some of these will be explored.